Hey, we're Texas King, and we're going to tell you our crazy tour story. So this has to do with Phil. I'm sleeping in the back of the van. Where are we, Sudbury?
Yeah, just outside of
Coming
Sudbury.
around the curve in Sudbury. If you know it, you know it. These boys decide they're taking off into the hills, like the Rocky Hills, for a little hike. I'm sleeping on the back bench, like I said. So take over, because I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
So yeah, we were just like walking up this like incline that was like full of rocks and boulders and stuff, making our way back up to the road after the hike, and I guess like I stepped on a rock that was not too stable, and it kind of gave way as I put my weight on it, and I fell forward. And when I fell forward, I put my arms out to brace my fall, and one of the big boulders had a jagged edge that went into my wrist, or into my hand right here, and cut me open. Ended up cutting my artery, and we had a show that night in Sudbury, so we wrapped, our drummer wrapped his shirt, our drummer at the time, wrapped his shirt around my hand, and we got in the van, we drove 20 minutes.
I believe I got the steri strips out from and started doing the cross pattern.
It was like from a horror movie where the
but it was no good. Like,
squirting
couldn't
out
even get the
like
steri strips to stick to his skin because there was so much blood.
Yeah, like we couldn't get it to stop.
And then we just like stuffed it with a napkin.
Yeah.
And then the napkin would soak through, and then we'd stuff it with another one.
And then about...
Jeez, must be an emergency or something. But this was the ambulance. We didn't take an ambulance. We drove him to the hospital ourselves.
Yeah, 10 stitches later, and then we went and loaded in that night, and
whatever painkillers they had for you.
took some painkillers, and then we played in Sudbury that night
Yeah, Phil was twisted that night.
at a house show.
He couldn't feel his arm,
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe
and it was a good set.
Luckily, I think that was the last night of that tour. We did go back out on the road, like I think we had about a week off, and then like some sporadic shows. But thankfully, that was the last show of that run. So I only had to get through one like that. But
It hurt though.
it could have been worse. It was about it was like an inch away from cutting the tendon in my thumb, and then I would have lost all control of my thumb. And then that I really wouldn't have been able to play bass.
He would have been.
in the
We
end,
would have been calling him Noodle Thumb.
Yeah.